What's up? This is Iron and Soul. Back today with another video. Please subscribe to my channel. Like this video, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about my content. Well, man, let's get to work. Let's talk about a very important subject today, and that is seed retention gives the power back to the men. I need you to write that down on a piece of paper. Get you a notepad out. Get a piece of paper, a pen, pencil. Write that down. Seed retention gives the power back to the man. Get a cup of coffee. This might be a long one. Let's talk about this. First of all, the title itself, to say that retention gives the power back to men, what does that communicate? That communicates that the power has been lost. You see, think about warfare. One of the principles of warfare, according to the book, The Art of War, is to confuse or to use strategies that essentially manipulate people. That's pretty much the art of war, is deception. When you deceive, when you can control someone through deception, it's a mind game, then you can wage a war against a country, against a person, and against an individual. So there has been a very real spiritual war in the earth toward men. And there's a lot of deception there. A lot of you men are being deceived. And you have convinced yourself that you cannot do this. Some of you men watching me right now, you have convinced yourself. Now, I'm not yelling at you. We're talking as men. This is not anger, this is passion. Some of you guys think any aggression is anger. This is passion. We're talking about a very important subject. This is life and death. Some of you men have convinced yourself that you cannot say no, that you cannot overcome the sights, that you cannot be strong and hold on to your seed for 30 days. That's the problem. When we as men, you and I, us as men, have become so weak that we can't even hold on to our own seed. Think about that, man. That's a warfare. That is a psychological warfare. That you just don't know what to do. Yes, you do. You have everything you need possible to do this. The Most High has given you a brain. He has given you physical strength. He has given you something called willpower. He has given you intelligence. He has given you skills. He has given you options. You have everything you need to escape this death trap. You see that right there behind me? That's what you're supposed to be as a man. You're supposed to be the king of the jungle. You can't be that in a depleted state. You can't. People are supposed to see you as a man and realize, whoa, what else you run into? I'm not saying to be afraid of you. I'm not talking about fear. But they should see you and there should be this instant shield around you. That's what retention does. It puts this shield around you when people kind of understand, okay, I can't come at this guy any kind of way. It gives you a strong level of self-respect. And that energy and aura you have is felt by everybody. There is a very active agenda to take the power from the man and to hand it right over to the woman. That's what you do when you are losing your seed to images on your phone. I'm going to talk to you direct. You know, I see people message me, with a private account. I don't know who you are. A lot of y'all have done this, a private account. And it's not a judgment. This is an assessment. Hear me out. You message me with a private account on Instagram. By the way, follow me on Instagram at Percy Evans 37. You message me with a private account, right? And I go to see who you're following. You say, Iron and Soul, whatever you call me, Percy, I'm struggling. Do you have any advice on how to do this? My first advice would be this. I go to your followers and you're following like 300 or 400 Instagram models. How in the world are you going to do this if that's where your mind's at? So guys, this ain't rocket science. If you want to be successful with this, you have to make some changes. You cannot be on your phone scrolling, looking at half-naked women all day long and try to hold on to your seat. You can't. So you have to be conscious of what you are putting into your mind. This is a mental battle. Again, spiritual war or warfare is all about deception. So if you can convince an enemy, if an enemy can convince you that you can't win, they got you. You know that from playing sports. I'm a sports guy. I grew up playing football, ran track, college basketball, wrestling in high school. Love sports. Grew up a big WWE fan. I know all about warfare with sports. And one of the main things with sports is mental. Once somebody is in your head, they got you. I don't care how good you are. Dennis Rodman was one of the masters of that at the NBA level with rebounding. He would play mind games with people. He got great players off their square. It is a mental battle. Why do you think LeBron James cuts off his social media during the playoffs? Because he wants to be locked in. He understands the importance of focus and energy. I don't care how good you are. If your mind is all over the place, then you're going to lose the battle. So the battle was won right here in our mind. That's why we had to read. We had to renew our mind. We need to be in the gym 3 to 5 times a week. I'm going to give you all want some tips. I'm going to give it to you in a row. You need to, if you want to do this, you need to be in the gym 3 to 5 times a week. Okay? You need to be eating better. You need to get your rest. Have your gallon of water every day. You need to be reading, renewing your mind. You got to be reading. Filling your mind with information and facts and data that's going to help you to produce some wealth for yourself. And then once you get that wealth from your knowledge and from your skills and what you're doing, then you have to be strong enough to hold on to it. Because one of the arts of war is to gain territory, but also to maintain it once you get it. That's what warfare is all about. Once you gain resources and once you gain territory, you don't take all those wars and all those years of hard work, all of those workouts, let me talk to you, all of those 10-hour shifts at work, all of those 40, 50 hours of work, working on yourself, living in a crappy apartment for years before you got your house. You don't take all those years of battles to get what you got and then to turn it right back over to a woman for a few minutes of pleasure. That doesn't make any sense. But men do it all the time. So with the way things are going and the way things are set up, this world right now is designed and set up for you and I as men to give our power, to give our resources, to give our influence and authority right over to the woman. That's what's happening right now. And they are being empowered, they are being funded, they are being pushed. The only way that you as a man can regain your power in the midst of all this is to hold on to your seat. To learn sexual control. Why is that? Because you can't control what the government's doing. You can't control what they're going to push on your phone. You can't control all the agendas that are in place right now. It's so crystal clear. Look at Cam Newton right now. He made a few comments on his Instagram or video rather, or podcast, and he's been in hot water ever since. So it's to a place now where men can't even speak their mind about what they think about women. But women can talk about men though. Women can talk about men every day. About how you ain't got nothing and you a bum and all this other type of crazy stuff. They can say whatever they want to about men or God. Ariana Grande can say God is a woman and get away with that. She can say God is a woman in a song and get funded for that bullcrap. But you can't speak your mind at all publicly without being blackballed. That ought to tell you something. We as men are losing our power more and more day by day. It's pathetic. And some of you guys, part of the problem because you turn your power to a woman because you're so obsessed with them. You are so obsessed with sex. That's all you can think about. Some of you guys, that's all you can think about, bro. And you are part of the problem because you are a part of giving that power right to the woman because you won't stand up. Because you won't control yourself sexually and keep your pants zipped up. And stop funding these accounts online, giving them your money you work for. You're part of the problem, sir. I'm sorry. As smart as you are, As strong as you are, you're part of the problem, sir. We got to do better as men. You, I, we. We. This is a global fight. We have to do better as men. And this is a big part of it. Because when you do this, I'll tell you this much, you hold on to your seed for 30 days. Just for a month. For you guys who knew this. I guarantee you, you'll feel better. Your thoughts will be clear. You'll have ideas that'll bring you resources. You will return back to your default of confidence. This is what I know from experience. Confidence, self-control. People will stare at you. People, you'll be wondering why they're looking at me. What did I do wrong? You feel uncomfortable. They feel your energy, bro. This means men and women. When I'm on a long retention streak, long meaning anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks, I see people staring at me. People are nicer. They'll speak. Hey, how you doing today? Their head nods you more. People can feel your energy. So as a man, if you can do this, you get that power right back. Why? Because you are now aligned with God, aligned with your true self, your higher self, the spiritual side of yourself. And that by default brings you a level of respect. Now, with that, let me give you this warning. Once you regain that power, let me give you this because a lot of people miss this piece. Let me give you this. You got to get this. Once you regain that power, right? You hold on to your seed, 30 days, 60, 90, 6 months, a year. You get that power back, right? You're back in your masculine frame. That's what we like to call this on this platform, right? You're becoming the line of the king of the jungle you need to be. They feel you. Once you get that back, here's what you have to watch out for now. There are people out there who are casting spells on men. That's real. There are women out here casting spells on men, bro. And some of you guys are going through that right now. You got some spells that got cast on you. I'm going to go ahead and call it what it is. And the only way you're going to break those spells and those curses, which you hop in and build all these women, bringing that witchcraft on yourself. You understand? The only way to get your power back is to control yourself. Augustine said this. August. J.D. Pickett. It was online. He said this online. He wants to go on a sex fast to break some of these curses on her. These spells is what he said. He wants to go on a sex fast to break some of these spells. They are in this world experiencing this stuff, bro. And you see it in the world every day on Hollywood. You see these guys in Hollywood. All these men. I'm going to name some names. Will Smith. Michael B. Your boy Michael B. Dwayne Wade. Russell Wilson. Look at those men before they got with certain women, and they're going to answer right there. They're going to answer right there. So the way the world's being set up right now, men, the only way that you and I can remain in our powerful state as men, you have to practice semen retention on some level. Period. You say I'm married. I don't want to hear that marriage. I'm married. I don't want to hear that about you married. You can do retention if you're married. And some of you guys ask me, how do you do it? I'm not going to explain it to you, bro. You don't bust. It's that simple. I'm telling you, I'm trying to make this complicated. How do you do that? Hold on. That's how. So whether you are married or single, you can do this. Ain't no excuses, bro. Because there's a war going on right now. And we are losing our power as men for a lot of reasons, but mainly because of this. Because of this. Learning how to navigate through this. So I don't care if you're married, I don't care if you're single, you can do this. If you want to return to your natural default as a man. Confidence, clear thinking, physical strength. I'm not boasting, man. I got caught it up doing this retention, man. I weighed about 205 back in 2 years ago, 2020. I'm sitting right now at a solid 220. You hear me? Solid 220. It ain't no fat either. It's muscle. Mind is clear. So I know this will make you a stronger man physically. Mentally, you'll be mentally tough. Your mind will be sharper when you're reading books, gaining information and knowledge, feeding your brain. Your body language will be strong. You'll walk into a room with your back straight. I don't walk to any room with my back. I'm 6'2", 220. I don't walk nowhere with my head down. I walk in like I own the place. That's not being arrogant. That's called confidence as a man. You're supposed to have that. You're a man. You're supposed to have that. That's the problem with this world. This world has so weakened men that if a man's confident, we think he's cocky. That's where we're at, this men right now. That's where they got us at. Well, we don't know how to even receive a man who has confidence. That's crazy to me, man. So I think it's important. It is imperative. It is essential that all men practice this on some level. However you figure it out for you. Whether you get on a cycle of every 2 weeks, I'm going to give it to you plain. 15 days, you're doing consistent streaks. 30, year flat, 2 years flat. I can't tell you what you got to do. That's up to you. That's your own business, how you figure that out. But you need to do something. And if you're struggling, stop following 300 IG models. Okay? If you want to overcome, you got to make some choices. You can't be scrolling on your phone at 11, 12, 1 a.m. and want to win this battle. You can't. If your drive is up one day and you can't control yourself, get in your car and go to the gym. I mean, if you want some advice, I'm going to talk to you direct. Go to the gym. Go work out. If that ain't good enough for you, get in some cold water. Take you a cold shower at 1 a.m. Do what you got to do. If you that much, you can't control yourself, turn your phone off. I'm going to talk to you. Take all your clothes off and get your butt in that cold water. You say, all right, you doing, yes, you want help, don't you? This ain't, what am I saying? This ain't easy, bro. It's not going to be, you have to fight for this. You're going to have to struggle for this, bro. This is a war. This ain't easy to do. There's a reason why most guys don't do this. This ain't for everybody, bro. Either you're in a fight or you're not. You hear me? Either you own that or you're not on that. And when you own that, you do what it takes. Cold showers if need be. In that gym if need be. Meditation for an hour if need be. Go somewhere in a room and read for half an hour if need. Whatever it takes, bro. Watch a video like this. Do something to get your mind right. Get your mind right, brother. This is a war, bro. We are at war with ourselves every day. And if you want to win this war, you got to fight to the death, bro. Ain't no rules in war. Do what it takes. And if you can do this as a man, you will get your confidence back. You will get your physical strength back. Your mind will be right. You will know what to do. Shout out to Captain Sinbad. He said that in a video about 2 years ago, when he's on retention, he knows what to do next. That stuck with me. Oh yeah, I didn't start just doing this overnight, bro. Y'all act like I didn't have 20, you act like I didn't have 40 videos about this 2 years ago, back in 2020. I've been on this. This ain't nothing to do with me. Yes, when you do this, you know what to do next. You have that mental clarity, that focus, that drive, that push. And when you have that, you earn respect. You can become a champion in your arena. Look at LeBron James. He practices retention too. Some of these rappers, Drake, NLE Chopper, a lot of these guys. Muhammad Ali. We could talk about Nikola Tesla, lifetime celibate. We could talk about Steve Jobs, a married man. You can do it when you're married. He was married, and he retained for the purpose of retaining or to gain wealth and power. And right now, that's what the fight's all about. Taking the wealth and power right from the man through his phone. Through an app. Through a dating site. And take your wealth and your power right from you and hand it right over to the woman. We gotta be tired with that. We gotta be tired of that, man. We should be tired of that by now. And by force and by sheer determination and willpower and strength of character, regain the territory we have lost. And once we regain that territory, be strong enough as men to maintain that territory and to conquer even more land. That, my friend, is warfare. This is your brother Iron and Soul. Follow me on Instagram at PercyEvans37. Peace.